All right, so what not to do before you leave for boot camp, right? So I'll never forget, it was a week before I left for boot camp. My ship out date was June 2nd of 2015, right? A week before was Memorial Day. So my family and I, from Pennsylvania, we drove down to Delaware for fishing. We went out on a little fishing pier, and it was, we just had that facility to ourselves. No one else came. But during that time, there was a lot of trash, and during the summer when it's hot and with a lot of trash, it attracts a lot of bugs, attracts a lot of flies, right? And these flies they weren't the little flies that you see like flying around. These are big looking flies, and they would like bite any exposed skin. So we suffered that, throughout the day. And the next day we came home, and I woke up from sleep, and I just noticed my right wrist is really itchy, right? And I look at it, and there's like clustered bug bites. Like there was a lot of like red little clustered bug bites. It looks like, my skin was like bulging out, and I was like, holy crap, this is from the bug bites. And, I started to show my parents, and they're freaking out because I'm leaving for boot camp next week, and they're going to think that I'm diseased or infected or something. And I'm just like putting ointments and like creams on to calm it down, make it go away. And it didn't seem like it was going to go away anytime soon, right? And a week passed, and June 2nd came, the day I left for boot camp. And June 3rd is actually my birthday, right? June 2nd came, and I walked into my recruiting station, and I said to the petty officer, my recruiter, I was like, petty officer, you gotta check this out. And I showed him my wrist, and my petty officer looked at it. It's like, Kim, what did you do? And I was like, petty officer, I went fishing. There was a lot of bugs, and it bit me, and that's what happened. And he just started to take pictures and send it to every other recruiting station, showing everyone, what he has to deal with. And he was showing me the messages. He's like, and they were like, oh man, you gotta send this to Chief. And he's never seen something like this before. It was like a huge clustered bug bites, right? And I was like, petty officer, are they going to send me away at MEPS? And he's like, I don't know, man. I've never seen something like this before. They just might. And so I went to MEPS, and you do one last physical screening. They make sure you didn't defile your body when you were in depth. You didn't get a tattoo, piercing, or in my case, so bug bite that makes you look infected. And the doctors were checking me out, and I said to them, hey, check this out. And then they were like, holy crap, what is that? And I was like, it was a bug bite. And they were like, it's not a bug bite, it's poison ivy. And I was like, that can't be the case, because I was never around any green area. I was never around any forestation. I was only at a pier, and there was a lot of bugs. But I guess maybe the bugs went to the poison ivy, and then started to bit me and crawled around my arms or something. And they said if it is a bug bite, we'd have to turn you away. But it's a poison ivy. It's poison ivy. So we're going to let you through. So, and now looking back at the pictures, I looked at the poison ivy picture. I never really thought about it as poison ivy because, like I said, I was never around forest area, right? But I was looking at poison ivy pictures, and that is exactly what it looked like, right? And so I went through, and I went to boot camp, and like people were like, man, what is that? Because all you do is wear like short sleeve all throughout when you're inside. And they were looking at it. It's like a huge clustered, and it looks like my whole right wrist is infected. They're like, man, what is that? I was like, oh, it's poison ivy. And I wasn't really sure it was poison ivy. But looking at it now, it was poison ivy. So what you don't want to do is get bug bites, do anything that's going to freaking do anything that's crazy, that's, that potentially, like, you get bug bites or anything like that a week before you leave for boot camp, because you never know. They might turn you away, and if they turn you away then, now you have to wait another 6 months, as, when the doctors were explaining to me, they said, if it's a bug bite, we're going to have to turn you away, and you're going to have to come back in 6 months. And I was like, holy crap, there's no way that I'm doing that, right? So make sure you don't get any bug bites, all right? So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.